So today I received an inbox from a follower, fan, student that asked me to show them the way, and they were talking about how they physically, go hard at everything that they do, and so I responded where, it's going hard on the inner presence more so than the outer going hard, and I think that's what a lot of people have been doing. I said your physical grind does you no good. It only shows you an endless journey. So, like, of course, when you physically grind, and when you do make it to the top, you realize that, okay, the next the next goal is another number. I want more, I want more, I want more. And you're physically grinding, there's never no end to it. So, inner, you will find peace. When you go digging and grinding in the inner, you're going to find peace, rest, and harmony and abundance. And also, it's truly the land of milk and honey. And this is what I told him. And he says, I believe that. And then I said, apply it, though. It's the only way. I told him he had to be doers of the word. You have to be doers of the word. And so his response was, he said, but what's missing though? He says, I'm a real believer. He said, I die for Christ today. I believe his word. I trust him. I'm not afraid to win. I take chances. He says, I know I have billionaire ideas and skills. He gave them to me. That's what he said. So this is where I come in and I chime in and I give him a series of audio messages, and then after that he said, that's true, I have faith. I'm just waiting on God to manifest the things that he has shown me. And you're going to hear when I say it about 3 minutes in or 2.5 minutes in, my response to him saying, hey, look, he's just waiting on God. You're going to hear what I say to that response too. So enjoy this message. Hope you enjoy this nugget. Hope it helps you as it's helping many others, and share it with others that you know it may help that are faith walkers too. Oh, and in all you're listening and getting, just remember, Bryan is the vessel. Bryan is the vessel of information. So, hear the message. Don't judge the vessel. That's what I want to make sure you know. I am a spirit being human enjoying life. So, hear the message. Don't judge the vessel. Enjoy. You gotta have a commitment, man, a relentless commitment. It's kind of like being a believer is one thing, but being an active doer of the word, that's the only thing that proves the believership now. Like, it's a lot of people that say they believe, but they're not doing what the word says, which is if you are a believer in Christ and you know that you walk in Christ. I am Christ. I am in Christ. And so by knowing that, all things are possible. So if all things are possible, then you just walk around, start claiming what you have and accept that it's already that. And now what do you want? What are you thinking from? Now that you know that it's yours, think from having it. Think from already having had that experience. That's the thing that you got to develop and learn. It's a faith development. It's developing your faith. That's how you develop your faith in Christ. You develop it by actively applying it. It may take you getting small wins first. You get you some small wins under your belt. And then after you get you a couple small wins, you see that your faith produced. Then you start believing for bigger things. And once you start believing for bigger things, you start to see, man, I can have anything for real. So now your desires for external things are not as extravagant. You aspire to see other people, living and winning and doing all of the things that it takes to, have their best life. And so that becomes a joy for you, helping God's people and then telling them and reminding them where all your power comes from, all of the power that you're aware of using. You remind them where it comes from, that they are a child of God, they're a child of Christ, they are Christ. By you telling them that, it changes their world for them. It changes who they are. It changes, their lifestyle, their aspects on life, and all those other good things. So, that's the level of your faith walk, but you got to start building it first. Thing is, what I'm telling you is you ain't got to wait, though. You ain't got to wait on it. Like, that's the thing. Like, you waiting on it is you feeling like you ain't received it. See, the thing is, if you place an order with Amazon, you really stop waiting on it once you click submit. You got faith in the delivery. So you start shopping for other shit. This is like when you place your orders with God, you feel like, oh, you got to see it before you can start asking for other stuff. What I'm telling you is to think from having it. From having had it. Think from that place. And when you think from that place, you start desiring from that thought process. You start, if you want to be a millionaire, and then you say, okay, I am a millionaire. You decide that you are a millionaire and you have that million. Think from it. What would you do today as a millionaire? And never return back to not being a millionaire. Always hold that in your spirit, and I'm telling you that matter will conform to what you are, not what you want, not what you're waiting on. That's the fundamental difference between a faith walker and a person who's wishing and hoping. Wishing and hoping ignites it, and it's good to have, but you got to immediately, instantly change from hoping to having. Once you hope, once you wish, have. And that right there is that fundamental difference.